where you at, man?
What's up? Yeah. What's up? Wolfgang up in this. Scholar. 2 real 1 man. What's up? West Coast Wu-Tang Yellow Jackets. Drew in from the beat. Let's do this. Yeah. This that wanna get you amped up. The chant, the tune, the anthem. The tips up, we's about to get amped up. The clowns fall down, only the champs up. The heavyweight dominant cause casualties. Fatalities, unorthodox strategies. Ravish the competition, my mission is plain and simple. Throwing balls at the opponent, my status stays unafflicted. Selling them tickets to get your fatally fisted. Just like the negative swerve, don't get it twisted. You end up missing, just waiting until the death of them. Figuratively, you came up short, my shit Nephilim warrior DNA. I got winning on in my chemistry. Run against no incumbents, all I'm seeing is victory. This should be Armageddon for enemies, gotta slay them. Lead music for haters, listen to how I serenade them. That's what's up. I hear you yapping. It's tough, but run up on my G with that stuff, you get snuffed. See, run up on my G with that stuff, you get snuffed. Yo, I hear you yelling at whoop-de-whoop, that's enough. Don't run up on my G with that stuff, you get snuffed. See, run up on my G with that stuff, you get snuffed. I'll punch you hard like I'm super. The first one will confuse your mini mobster. Twisting up kush while eating lobster. No way, haters can stop us. Prepare for the beast. I'm coming for the feast. Too many ears in these streets, but I keep my eyes on the sky, 10 toes on the ground. 100% about my beast, cause I'm heavenly bound. Most fighters drown in the sea of pressure. So when I see the pressure, I elevate my game. Hold my breath straight in my aim. Perpetuate the name. Too real, affecting change. Ain't talking dollar bills, but tell me how them dollars feel. Working hard to gain the skills. So if I did it right, tell me would you hate me still? Maybe if you played the field, don't hate me cause I pay my bills. You mad cause you ain't as real? Now I got some pain to kill, it's time to pray your fate is sealed. So give me the crown when I knock him out the ring. When he fall, they all scream, I want the belt, not a bling. That's what's up. I hear you yap, it's tough. But run up on my G with that stuff, you get snuffed. See, run up on my G with that stuff, you get snuffed. Yo, I hear you yelling at whoop-de-whoop, that's enough. Don't run up on my G with that stuff, you get snuffed. See, run up on my G with that stuff, you get snuffed. They say the road is rough, but I'm tough, I can go with the going. If any task on my path, fam, you know I'll be there. My eyes stay on the prize, I will arise as long as I'm focused. I know I won't be defeated. The life I live is hard, that's why I rap so hard. That's why I trap so hard, that's why I clap on y'all. When the mic feel like I spit bullets with my balls. She fake, I pull your card. You real, I give pounds to build. Share rounds, they continue to chill. I'm here now, I'm just trying to make it famous. Without the deal, before my time. Without getting signed, without making the dime. Just talk outline. Some niggas be snakes and rats, trying to confuse us by dressing up as lines. Stop lying. Everyone feels my flow because I let out what I've concealed in my soul. When it's real, you can feel it, that's how you know. Tupac was the best at it, really so much pain in the booth, turning the money like magic. Why they let our outlaw have it? Even though Pac gone, we still living a thug life from the cradle to the casket. I hear you yap, it's tough. But run up on my G with that stuff, you get snuffed. See, run up on my G with that stuff, you get snuffed. Yo, I hear you yelling at whoop-de-whoop, that's enough. Don't run up on my G with that stuff, you get snuffed. See, run up on my G with that stuff, you get snuffed.
Yeah. What's good? What up, y'all? What up? That was The Win featuring 2 Real, 1 Man, and Scholar. Produced by the homie Drew Infinite. 2 Real, 1 Man from the West Coast. Woo. Shout out to Scholar. My guy Scholar's in the building if he's here. We just doing a little roll call here. Everybody can hear me, right? Hit the one. Let me just see. Like I said, this is a hip hop channel, so hip hop is a participating sport. Let me go ahead and see. Can we just get comments? Just say what's up. Just say where you're from. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. If I need to be brought up in the vocals or whatever, let me know. Where's everybody from? Of course, we got Auntie Leia in the building. She's always here. I appreciate her. I appreciate Jennifer O'Jenny. You said you thought it was Tash from the Licks. Who you thought that was? That was me spitting. That was me on the first verse. My guy Scholar and Two Real second verse, One Man third verse. Me and One Man go back. I was the first dude to take him from the faux track to the digital side of the game. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, yeah, I know it's more than just, you know, these few people hitting the chat. So I'm just doing a test, y'all. We're doing a test run. Just say what's up. Just put one, put question mark, put zero, put something in the chat. You know what I'm saying? It cannot be 34, 33 trolls in the house, y'all. Participating sport. What's up? Okay, Stone by Design. Appreciate you. What's good? Yeah. So you thought that was Tash from the Licks? That's funny. Shout out to Tash. That's the big homie. Tash is the big homie. Shit, I got me and Jag ran up on Tash sometime back last summer. We got to catch up with him. Yeah, y'all. Okay, so that's the only person. Come on, let's get some crowd participation, man. I know it's more than just 3 people in the chat. I'm just trying to check this chat situation to see what's going on. Jennifer Ferguson, appreciate you. Jennifer Jenny, you say, yo, you say you knew the first verse was me. Okay, yeah, of course. Appreciate it. Jennifer Ferguson, what is up? What's up? All right, y'all. Stone by Design. That is dope. That's a dope name. That is a dope name. Okay, Foxy B. Hey, Foxy BB. What's good? Hey, Foxy. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying some stuff out because I'm like, I don't know. They were saying people were in my chat and they were not able to respond and not getting the stuff out. Is real interesting. I'm just trying to find out what the situation is, though. But nonetheless, what's good? This is Wolfgang Amadeuz. This is Set in the West. Again, I'm just doing another, punching the clock. That's what I'm doing right now. I don't know. Peace. What's good? Natural One, Ayasha. Okay. All right. I guess the chat is working because you got a whole bunch of people who were saying that, they were saying things in the chat and they were not able to see it, But, yeah, look. In case y'all didn't know, and it's funny, first off, the title of this stream that we're doing right here, productivity. That's the key word. Productivity versus troll-ductivity. I done came up with a new word, troll-ductivity. You say you're only seeing a few miles than others. I know. That's it. Like, yeah, anybody else that's in here that's just stopping by, saying hi, just say what's up, just put a 1. I'm just doing a little test run to see what's going on with this chat situation. But again, this is productive, and we're calling this productivity versus troll-ductivity. All right. Hey, Nay Elena, what's good? Oh, you finally caught a live. I appreciate you. I appreciate you catching the live, Yeah. Yeah, man. It's a lot of whole stuff going on in these YouTube streets right now. And, again, I'm not about to focus too much on productivity, or as others would call it, productivity. I mean, troll-ductivity. How about that? Troll-ductivity. That's the new word. Or basically, troll-ductivity is essentially counterproductivity. I just got off the phone with my OG. Shout out to him, and he just laced me. He dropped me, and I said, "Yeah, this whole thing it put a whole lot of things in perspective. You get what I'm saying? So the guy with the poop emoji over his head, that is AT2, the winner of the biggest breasts of the troll farm award for the first annual Steamies. So shout out to him. But he just did a live, and he was, you know, all in other people's business, talking about Jaguar Wright's marriage, talking about my marriage, talking about all types of stuff. And in all honesty, it's productivity. It's counterproductivity. So you can listen to certain people's channels, and you can just feel the spirit and what they're about, what their intention is. And it's either going to be two things: disagreeable, agreeable, positive, negative, productive, counterproductive. So productive or troductive. I'll just say that. You know what I'm saying? Mizak, oh, you there? Okay. Hey, Mizak, I'm trying something out. I took your wrench. You got to chop it up with me. I'm going to give you back the wrench. I'm trying to see what's going on with all this whole situation with these, with the chat situation, man. So give me 1 second. Hit me in the back chat. You know what it is. I took everybody's wrench pretty much. No, not Jennifer and not Auntie, of course, because they were here. Say no one can take away that you know how to get ish done and handle your business. Hey, I appreciate you. For real. And that's what this topic is about. Yo, Mac, I'm gonna put you, J Mizak, I'm gonna put you back in the mix. Hold on 1 second. That's what this whole conversation that I am bringing to the table right now is about. You really gotta watch who you have on your YouTube feed. Everybody doesn't deserve your attention. Mind your wants, because someone wants your mind. That's what one of the OGs used to say to me. Mind your wants, because someone wants your mind. And that's what this YouTube thing is. If you're on YouTube, and I've been on YouTube pretty much for the most part, man, and the way I utilize YouTube was essentially for just like information and the gathering of just information for the most part. Hold on, where you at? Hold on, butt partner. There you go. All right, J Matt, Zach, get back. We gotta have a talk behind the scenes. I think Maggie got mad because I told her I need to holler at you behind the scenes. And let before I even go there, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Check it out. Again, productivity versus troductivity. So there are a few content creators that I listen to, and you know, one guy, Real Nagas, is connected to my guy Zoe Williams, and Zoe Williams is man. That brother's deep, and he has a plethora of knowledge, and he admits, he tells you he's not perfect, but you can definitely learn from him. So shout out to Zoe, shout out to Real Nagas, shout out to all my people who were doing the work. And that's what that is. Like, they basically understand what the work that needs to be done. So they understand what work needs to be done. And the work is the information. And we talk about people, revolution and stuff like that. It's not going to be like a revolution in the streets or nothing like that. It's a mind thing. It's certain information that's going to get out there, that's going to hit the people, that's going to change the world. So my boy Real Nagas, Kev, you know, people like Zoe, even people like Corey Holcomb, and you know, certain YouTube channels are here for education or edutainment, and you got some people who are just here for entertainment. And for the most part, when I logged into YouTube, it was just primarily for education. I didn't know anything about the troll stuff and all these other side stuff. These, the broke bitches of Bankhead sector of YouTube, or the side chicks of Hollywood sector. I didn't know any of all that until I really got in contact with Jaguar Wright. Even Jaguar Wright, I wasn't like all on to the blue couch interviews. I maybe saw a clip or something on Instagram, and I'm like, oh, this, I've been of Jaguar Wright, but then, really diving deeper into what she was talking about. It's like, oh, okay. She's on point. She's talking about things that's going on in Hollywood celebrity. I'm from LA. I know how everything works and how the entertainment industry works and how people get manipulated and things like that. I already peeked the play, and I'm glad she was a catalyst in putting this information out, because a lot of people were asleep when it came to the entertainment industry. You understand what I'm saying? So she put in the work. She was productive. She was a trailblazer. She is a trailblazer. I'm talking like she's past tense. No, she is a trailblazer. I say it like that. I'm saying the work she's done was trailblazing. You know what I mean? And for the most part, productive. Now I noticed, I got with her, and I noticed she had a bunch of mods who were not necessarily productive, in my opinion. Don't get it twisted. Just because I say something, or just because, from my observation, it ain't like law. I'm just saying, when I got with her initially, and she had, the one guy, the little gay boy, and then all the little women that were around her, except for Ayasha, they weren't really doing anything. Ayasha was effective as heck. Shout out to Natural One. But all those other mods were just based in counterproductivity, and Jag started to see it as time went on. All they would bring her was information about other YouTubers who are on the counterproductivity side. So, oh yeah, this person is going to say this about you. They're going to expose you, and oh, you should respond to this and that. It was never about anything productive. Not about, hey, got this dope producer over here. He got dope beats. He kind of want to get with you, Jag. I know, Jag, you really should get back in the studio because people really want to see that. You know what I'm saying? It was not about the productivity side. It was always about the counterproductivity. It just got more and more and more and more and more. All of the people that were around her were bringing her things that were not positive, things that were not agreeable, things that would, bring her down, mentally, emotionally. And I say all that to say that there are people on YouTube, they will have a psychological dossier on most people. Most of these content creators, there's a psychological dossier on you. The government has a psychological dossier, you know what I'm saying, on pretty much most people. That's why they put you through school. So you could, number one, you're sitting in front of a person, and you're learning in front of this person. So, you're picking up on their mannerisms and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's a program. School is obviously a program, K through 12, etc. But it's to put you in a particular psychological place, and they can pick up on your psychological, how you are psychologically. So they will create a psychological dossier on you. Sitting up, standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I always wonder, why we got to do the Pledge of Allegiance? I love this country, but why we got to do the Pledge of Allegiance? That's to get you in a certain mindset. You know what I'm saying? And this psychological dossier that they have on Jaguar Wright, and what it is that, she's about, they know she's very effective. They know when she says something, it's going to get out there, and her communication skills are on point. So what they're going to do is put counterproductivity into the mix. And that's where you got people like AT2 and Donut and the Danny Robertsons and the King Worlds and the King Pains and the Kimmy Loves. I'm naming them all because, like I said, really this will be like the last week that I'm even talking about them, because they're worried. I see what they're doing. They're worried. Y'all done F with the wolves. Y'all about to get the fangs, because I'm telling y'all, and y'all know what time it is. But that's the next thing that I'm talking about is they're bringing in people to distract. So all these people that I'm referring to, they are there to distract the message that Jaguar Wright has. So this guy AT2, he's just did a video not too long ago, and he's talking all kind of reckless about me, all kind of reckless about Jaguar Wright, bringing in personal stuff, etc., yada yada yada. Really has nothing to do with anything productive, but to trash Jag. So shame on him for doing that. I mean, she's in the hospital right now. He basically was, oh yeah, it's a hospital stunt. Oh really? How do you know that? You got proof of that? Well, not to put all her business out there, but you know, Jag's a worker and she is exhausted, and all this stuff that's going on in the news media, I know you guys are very aware of the lawsuit that she's included in. And you know the situation that happened with Angie Stone. What y'all don't know behind the scenes, though, is, you know, it really affected her emotionally. And she's been going through it. So, you know, exhaustion and the weight of the lawsuit and just the trolls and the counterproductivity, it takes a toll. And that's why I even started from the jump and just said, you know, be very mindful of who you have on your subscriptions and who's in your feed when it comes to this YouTube stuff, because either they're siphoning or they're giving. And a lot of the people that I mentioned, like AT&T, he's a energy siphoner. You're paying him attention, and all he's doing is giving you a distraction, a hella distraction, because it's not productive. It's bringing down a woman. Number one, you know, it's sad that he's there to bring a distraction to bring down a person. He comes in with the emotional issues and bringing like, you know, conversations that could bring on emotional issues, and emotional issues will prevent you from creating. Jaguar Wright is just a creative. Can you imagine if she did not go online and just was in the studio and started cooking, and then did her, you know, got her book and got real busy just on that side of the productivity, not necessarily dealing with the trolls. If she just sat and said, all right, I'm going to focus and knock this out and do this, and not deal with the trolls. I got you. You can't bring a horse to the water, but you can't make them think. You can't make them drink. I could bring a book to you. I can't make you think. But I'm just throwing this out there. I'm just throwing it out there because it's real spill. It's like productivity versus counterproductivity. And I just want people to peep the play. Again, I'm talking about Jaguar Wright, and I'm just saying how powerful she is, how inspirational she can be, and how you have a lot of people on here who are here to water down, muddy her message, or sully her name, simply because she has a more powerful disposition, more powerful name than you. So a person like AT2, like I said, if he went a week without mentioning Jaguar Wright's name, I don't know what he would do besides masticate, because he's the godfather of chewed food. You understand what I'm saying? Always got a drink in his hand. Look, here he is right here. So he's on his channel talking about things in her past that will bring up emotional issues that will prevent her from creating. Her former mod, same thing. They were on their channel, her channel, Kimmy, the one who, you know, I did the little song. I chopped it up. I did the song, you know, what's the name of that damn song? Free Code for some Casamigos. That was a little freestyle. But Kimmy is a former mod, and she was very jealous, apparently, of Jaguar Wright. And all she did was just bring chaos. Counterproductivity, bringing up emotional issues that prevented her from creating, from being a creative. Jaguar Wright's a leader. If you're going to lead, you got to study leaders. And the best thing for you, if you're going to study leaders, is to sit at the foot of them and, just peep game. And then eventually, well, number one, you be the supporter, or, you can support the leader. Then eventually you can lead. But what's going on now, you just got a whole bunch of these YouTube counter creators, because they're not CCs, they're counter creators. They are counterproductive. Again, let's go back. You're talking to a unknown audience. You're speaking into the abyss when you hop onto this YouTube universe, and you're just spitting. You're talking. You don't know who's going to get this message. Why not make it productive versus counterproductive? The people that are out there with the counterproductivity, the troll-ductivity, it's going to catch up to you. Trust and believe. It's called karma. And karma just basically means life work. Donut, he's a counterproductive individual. Donut was straight up counterproductivity, right? So peep game. I recently just got on a live with Maggie the Black Owl. Shout out to Maggie the Black Owl. And I just wanted to follow up with her and give her a little update on Jag. She decided to bring up Donut. And his name says it all. Do not do not bring him up on panel with me. That's what it is. Do not bring him up with me, because he is not in the same wheelhouse as me, intellectually, productively, none of that. We don't serve the same God. He's a sissy. That guy's an effeminized man who goes online and talks mess about Christian Rock and Jaguar Wright and other people and the other broke bitches, a bankhead and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He's one of those types, like I said, counterproductive. And if you're an effeminized man, and there's nothing wrong with you being effeminized, but just man up. I'll say it like that, because Donut he's a piece of work. He's counterproductivity. He came onto the panel after I got on with Maggie and was all types of disrespectful and inflammatory, trying to mention certain people's names that will invoke a different conversation that we were on, because that was his goal. His goal was to be counterproductive. He came on and he spit for 5 minutes talking about his history and what he was doing for Jaguar and how he started at 7K and he was shorts, and then he started helping and this and that, and then in Maggie, I was like you. I was where you're at. But nothing productive, nothing, not to say how he got it or how he got from 7K to 14K, none of that. He's gloating with his feminized voice and mannerisms. Probably was switching while he was talking to Maggie. And Maggie just over there nodding her head, nodding her head, yes. And, she said a couple of things, and then I chimed in and I said what I said. And then, she tries to, say, be fair, be nice, and this and that, and tell everyone not to go in on no one. And it's her platform. You respect that. You get what I'm saying? That's what you do. And then, I was saying a couple of things. And then, again, the counterproductive Donut was mentioning some stuff and saying some things that were inflammatory, mentioning like ex-wives and stuff. It's like, dude, this ain't got nothing to do with the conversation. Why are you talking like that? And then he just got disrespectful, straight up disrespectful. If we were in face to face, it wouldn't have even been like that. He know what time it is. He started calling me the B word, and I was like, dude, you bugging. You know, and I have to give a little brief history of like, I met you here when same day I met Jag. I saw your little funny looking ass in Lamert Park. Your op ass. You don't even be around there. You ain't supposed to be around there. But I saw you the same day I saw Jag. Okay. Gave you a little bit of history. Then you started going into some other stuff. And then you just got just straight disrespectful. And then Maggie was trying to check me and calm me down, but do not to say all type of inflammatory things or whatever. And it's not in the spirit of respect. So I had to call her, pull her card. Check this out. You're showing your hand. If you're talking about everything supposed to be respectful and, you know, no disrespect and nothing, but you let this guy over here say all types of wild and crazy stuff to me on your platform. Now, are you doing that for clicks and views? Like your titles sometimes are very cringy, and you know, you include Jag in the title for clicks and views. I understand that game, because that's why I just did something about Tokyo Tony and Jaguar Wright. I said I had a dream that, you know, they were trying to convince me to do a three-way. That was all jokes. Jag gets it. It was just for, let's see what type of reaction you can get out of this. But people run with all types of titles, and they see a title and, oh, what's going on here? They'll click just because of that. So I get it. Yeah, clickbait. Exactly. Clickbait. Jennifer. But yeah, Jennifer, she let him just keep running his mouth. And I was like, mute him up, please. She refused to mute him up because she has the ultimate control. It's her panel. Mute this guy up. Let me read this guy his rights. And I really was about to go there, but I didn't. But I basically told her, you know, look at this. Look at this. Here's another little twink. Say hi to this character here. Block this guy, y'all. This guy here is one of Jaguar's former mods who was so ineffective, the king of counterproductivity. This guy refused to do anything. I was trying to get him a podcast situation and try to just game him up, and I was going to hook him up with, you know, my OGs, you know, Professor Griff, all that, and this dude just sat on his hands, didn't do anything, pull her card. Now you sitting over here with the productivity yourself. Like, again, what did I say about counterproductivity? He's with the counterproductivity. What did I say? To try to invoke the emotionality of something to take you off kilter. Right now, men gotta be real men, and we gotta be focused on the task at hand, you know, get the goals done and be logical, not emotional. Like you, Mr. Cultivate with Coochie. Because I remember talking with you, and like I said, you're the laziest little kid you're just lazy, bro. Yeah, demon, chaos demon. He's a chaos demon. Yeah, so that guy though is trying to take this whole conversation off course because he ain't got nothing to do. He ain't doing homework. I don't even think he got a high school diploma. Cat, you should get your grades up and get your game up, and you know, step your game up instead of you know, sitting on YouTube, sitting over here slandering women. But back to where I'm at, and this is not a slander or an attack towards Maggie. I just wanted to let her know, and I still will have that conversation with her, that you showed your hand, in my opinion, where you just allowed Donut to just say whatever to me, and then when I come back and say something, oh no, you can't be nice. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I gotta just ban this. I gotta ban the ban. Y'all know what a BAN is, right? A bitch ass. At the ban that ban. I thought somebody got them. But yeah, you know, going in on that situation with Madge and Donut, and I was on the panel, and then, you know, she didn't she allowed him to just say whatever and then try to, police me. And then he basically, she basically was like, oh, you're not my boss. You don't talk to me. Talking about you gonna holler at me. No, I'm not your boss. You know that. It's not about rank or anything like that. It was about respect. And I know Jag went up there and talked about the respect aspect too. But that whole situation was just counterproductive. I came up there to talk to her, and then she brought up Donut, and I was like, bro, I don't bang with Donut at all. So this guy just wanted a moment, and he got his moment. Thanks to you, Maggie. He got his moment. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's where I'm at with it. And yeah, it is your platform. That's your channel. No one can tell you what to do with your channel. Do what you do. And it's all good. We'll chop it up. There ain't no love lost. It's you definitely need to understand etiquette. And that's why I brought up this topic of productivity versus troll-ductivity. The Donut character is not productive. But it may be productive for you and your channel, because what's going to happen is people are going to clip it up and use it as content. And that's cool. Let them do that. That's fine. You got to create. That's the first thing when you're a producer. When you're talking about productivity, you have to create. And Maggie created a moment online today. And it was a teachable moment if you really want to break it down. You know what I'm saying? Very teachable, because you got people that's looking at it from the outside, like, what's going on? I really didn't peep the comments. I don't know if anybody was in the chat and they saw that, press 1. And if you didn't, that was just like a cliff notes of what happened. That's kind of where I was at with it. And it's no love lost or anything like that. There's no beef or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? What's up? I am Ocean Wife. What? I am Ocean Wife over here dropping bombs. She just dropped $19.99. I can go get me a 4 for 4. I can go get me a 4 for 4. That's what I'm talking about. When I wake up in the morning, get my stuff go, and I'm praying when I get there. They got my 4 for 4. I want to go to Wendy's. I want to go to Wendy's. Yeah, I want to go to Wendy's. Yes, I want to go. Thank you. I am Ocean Wife. Yeah, I'm gonna get them. No, I didn't even go in on them though, because in all honesty, I kept it light because it was her channel. But I just found it very disrespectful for her to allow him to just, say all that and then try to hush me and shush me and silence me, because that's what it was. Oh, let's get a moment so that these people can dog out Wolfgang. And nah, you're not gonna do that on my name. You mess with the wolf, you get the fangs. Yeah, no. But again, productivity. The first thing about being a productive individual, you have to create. And I said, Maggie created the perfect storm with allowing that guy up, and then, first having me up and then allowing him up. She got played. That's pretty much what happened. She got played. But she did create. And when you're a producer, you have to create. She created a moment. That's great. And let it get out there and let it do what it do. But this is definitely a teachable moment, because being a productive individual, you create. You must create, and then you sustain what it is that you created. Pay attention, cultivate with Cooch. You create, you sustain what it is that you created, and then you advance it. See, the thing is with proper productivity, the right productivity will advance like seamlessly. Troll-ductivity, it's really not going to advance, because the reality of the situation is now as people's looking at certain individuals side eye, because it's like, why did you even allow that when you talk about it, respect and this and that, and you preach like, oh yeah, one at a time, and no, we're not gonna cuss, and no one's gonna do that. But then you allow someone to call me a bitch. Oh, no, not on Wolfgang, not on Wolf. So the creation side was there. She sustained it. Yeah, she sustained the captivated audience. You're right, Jennifer. She sustained an audience because she sustained our attention. But the advancement, I don't know, because number one, I don't know if I'm gonna ever hit that link again because of the disrespect that was allowed. It's kind of crazy. So, you maybe advanced yourself in the troll-ductivity side because these people are looking for moments to do what it is that they can do to slander my name and harass Jag. They're very successful in that. Let me switch up the beat. Y'all know what it is. If y'all rock with these beats, I'm finna just put this on my Bandcamp and just let everybody rock out to some of my beats. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the homie One Man. He did this beat. And some of the beats you hear on here are produced by me. Most of them, for the most part. Yeah, them troll hyenas. Love them some. Yeah, the Maggie is the troll. Maggie's channel is like the troll trap right now. So ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what I'm saying. You doing your thing. You kind of showed your hand and you showed your play a little too hard today, but she's doing her thing. I'm not mad at her. So peep the game. I peep it. It's all good. Like I said, it's no issues, no big deal. Counter note, yeah, she did go up against AT&T Two Tits on my last video. I had the Troll Awards, the first annual YouTube Troll Awards, the Steamies, and there was a channel. So don't be mad at me. She has this picture of her. I'm not sexualizing her or nothing like that, but the video, the last video that I had was the award show, and she was up against Persephone and AT2 for who got the biggest breasts on YouTube, and she lost, not to Persephone, but to AT2. So yeah, that's why I kept this photo up. So it's not anything about her. Yep. The snakes show this. A snake will show its, like what Jag say. You hit the grass and watch the grass move. But yeah, I'm not mad at Maggie or nothing. I get it. It's a play. I get it. Just like if you understand the game on this YouTube streets with the gangster side, who like the what I can say, like the no jumpers, and I hate mentioning no jumper, but they had something to say about Jag, so I got to go run that back. And the people like the back on Fig and the community. Shout out to 80 and them. Traffic, what's good, y'all? But a lot of that stuff is orchestrated too, and it has to be orchestrated. It can't be real. Don't have no real beef online like that. That's crazy. Like, I ain't got no real beef with nobody, but when you get into the personal side and you start putting my children's names out there and my business out there, I'm gonna go Drake on you. I'm gonna get litigious. Yeah. But yeah, I peeped the play. I basically was just like, not mad at Maggie or nothing like that. I peep it, but don't allow this effeminized sucker to get a moment on me on your platform, and you just letting it go down. Just letting it go down. Let me tell y'all about some street-ish. Side note. This kind of reminds me of a time I had beef with a cat when I was young, and we squabbing in the middle of Slauson in Vermont. And my two boys is with me, well, so-called boys, they with me. And he had his brother. His brother was a little older, and you know, little cock strong. But I'm squabbing with old boy, and I'm getting it up with him, and I'm getting the best. And then his brother jumped in, and you know, they knotted me up. Now I had my two homeboys with me. Them cats, they didn't do nothing. And I was like, wait, what's going on? What part of the game is this? But anyway, this is what reminds me of, like, you know, I didn't get mopped up like that, because Donut is not. You can't even. You know, it ain't like he said anything all crazy. He just got disrespectful, like a sassy band. The sassy band that he is, he got real disrespectful, and then, you know, he knew he could do that online. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course. We're not playing about Jag. Y'all know. But anyway, the reason why I was saying about that story, though, and I told you, oh yeah, Ocean Wife, like I said, you know my bro. You remember my little short bro from neighborhood who came through. You remember him. He was like, oh man, what happened? I told him what happened. And you know, it's like, yeah, you know, I'm fighting, and these two fools, they didn't even help. My big bro was like, my little big bro, oh man, where they at? I need to go holler at them. Where they at? And I looked in his eye. I was like, man, you ain't finna. You're not finna. He was gonna unalive them. That's how down my little bro is for me. You remember him? Like I said, you know who I'm talking about. And yeah, he was gonna unalive him. Yo, Ocean Wife. It was Nightmare and Donald. That's what I'm talking about. And he was my bro was gonna get him. He was like, oh man, where they at? I just need to talk to him. I was like, man, nah. You're not finna do that, man. I'm not finna even. Nope. Because he was with it. He was just like, you know, don't hang with no BANs. You know. So that's a good way to wrap this up, because all it is just a bunch of BANs and a bunch of trolls. Though the counterproductivity side of the game, they that's what they want. They're here to invoke the emotionality of situations of people or whatever, and then it makes someone like Jaguar Wright counterproductive. She's been stressing and going through a whole lot. She has to sit down because of, you know, exhaustion. And no, Nightmare is not about that life. No. He was not about that life. That was a whole act. But yeah, you know, if you got BANs that don't have your back, and they're counterproductive, you're not gonna win. We about to start beating them over the head with success, because success is the best revenge. Again, create, sustain, advance. Jaguar, y'all seen it when we were over at Meech's. Jag went in the stew and was cooking and showing y'all the process of how she do it. And I'll say it like this, you know, no, I ain't seen nobody ever. I've never worked with anybody that does it like Jag. You know, I've been in the stew with Killer Priest, Raz. I'm trying to see who else, man. I heard like Quick is like that, Dre is like that. But the process, you know, Jaguar Wright's process is impeccable, and she can create. And the sustain part is, you know, with the song, you know, even the song that she got the tribute to Angie Stone, which they need to push that out. We need to get that out. But and then the event side is her just going around touring and doing what she needs to do with that one song or that one album. She created, she sustained, she advanced. The Troll-ductivity will troll her. Oh, well, you know, she's this and she's that. Nah. They're not giving her props, right? She is a genius. And they're not giving her props. They're not, you know, you ain't got to kiss nobody, but you definitely should give, you know, props where props is due. You know what I'm saying? And this is how we gonna do it. We gonna kick their ass with success. Success is the best revenge. No more trolling, no more troll farm, none of that. No more, none of that. Y'all saw what she did when she was in the stew with me and and Meech. That's just a piece of what y'all about to get, because we about to just do this cruelty-free artistry show. Just y'all gonna see Jag in the stew just cooking, and it's not gonna be for free. We're not doing this for free. It's gonna be for fee. That's what it is. Y'all trolls done had enough free stuff. Y'all get all this free stuff from her. Y'all cuss her out. Y'all do all types of craziness. Y'all say all types of junk about her to get her in an emotionally enraged state. And all it does is produces counterproductivity. But we about to flip that. Alchemy, we're going to flip it. Now it's about the creativity side. You get what I'm saying? It really is. And y'all know how dope she is. Yep. Jennifer, she's purely dope all around, for real. So just be on the lookout. You know, the cruelty-free artistry show, her working with artists, you know, talking to survivors too. But we about to really get this thing popping. We ain't worried about the SWDs and the Trasher Ks and the, you know, all y'all trolls. I'ma handle y'all up. If y'all done did something to me and, you know, did something to Jag and said some things that weren't necessarily nice, you ain't got to kiss no behind, but you definitely ain't finna be running around here just running like y'all been doing. All that stops. That's done. That's a done deal. We about to really get this thing popping. It ain't finna be about none of that anymore. That's pretty much where I'm at with it. So yeah, Madge is no slight to you, no dig at you. Yes, you run your own platform. We ain't running your platform. However, you gonna respect this gangster over here. You know what I mean? Don't allow no effeminized man to jump on your channel and then, you know, try to get his off. You know, like he was able to get a few off, you know, and I couldn't, and then y'all hold him back. Y'all hold me back. Yeah. We ain't doing that no more. So y'all already know, in all honesty, the way this YouTube stuff has been going, these YouTube streets have been going. The reason why Magic the Black Owl's channel has been so fuego is because all the trolls will come through and they can only get to Jag or say something to Jag on that channel. Jag's nowhere else but there. But we'll see how that continues, because I'm gonna pull the edict. I know I don't run your show, Magic, you're right, but I do handle the affairs of Jaguar Wright, and I serve the best interests for Jaguar Wright. We'll see how long that will be a we'll see. We'll just see. That's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? You said the Judas trolls. Yep. That's what it is. What it is. Okay. All right. I'm about to get out of here because I gotta go handle some biz. It's good. Oh, yeah. Did this finish? I was trying to have this done beforehand. I got a treat for y'all. I'm trying to see if this little creation of mine is done. See, that's what it is. You know, we're gonna create, we're gonna sustain it, and we're gonna advance it. So let me see. Oh man, it's still not done. Oh God. I guess we'll just have to show it another time, because I was gonna go out with this video because I got word. Speaking of what was going on in that last live with Madge and in the donut situation, Donut revealed some stuff about him and his AT2 encounter, which was hilarious. Said, you know, he tried to slurp his draws, and he said all kind of stuff. And I'm like, I'm cool. I ain't really trying to entertain or hear that, but oh man, ugh. They had some encounter when they met, and he went in on that. So if anything, if y'all want to look at Maggie's chat or Maggie's last live and hear what Donut had to say about him and AT2, that was hilarious. That was hilarious. I mean, It was disgusting and hilarious. Yeah, exactly. It was crazy, scary, spooky, and hilarious all at once. You know what I mean? And I had a I had a video, but I don't think it's going to be ready in time to Donut's disagreement with the way that Ralph the Wise has been moving. If maybe let's see if I hang out for a second. Let me see how. Let's see, because look. My thing is this: I'll be on here, and again, I ain't trying to waste your time, so I'm not gonna be on here just talking and just to be a blithering YouTuber. I'm really trying to bring you some good game. If y'all really understood where I was coming from tonight and what I was saying, I mean, hit that 7. Just hit a 7. Let me know that y'all really understood where I was coming from, and if it was insightful, if it was on point, again, hit me with a 7. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, I'm not here to waste anybody's time. I'm really trying to do the work. Appreciate you, Marion. Yeah, I'm really trying to do the work. Oh, did it finish? It did. Okay, so I guess I could do this, and I know Jag's gonna be happy. I can do this, and I can go out with a bang bang. See, wait, he said, "Oh, I didn't know AT swings that way." Well, peep game, AT&T was literally on his chat today, just about an hour or two ago, talking all kind of reckless about me and Jag's relationship, I would say. And he just had so much vitriol to say about her ex and my ex, and we ain't doing this and that. Like he really knows us. He really was on one, and he doesn't say anything about his relationship. He talks about Couture Bay, like she wouldn't even let him smell it. And if she did, it's like, shame on you, girl. But I can't tell you who to give it to. But he said, you don't know he swung that way. I don't know if AT&T go both ways. Like, I'm talking about AT&T, the phone company, AT&T. They go both ways, like communication. Sender, receiver, top, bottom. AT&T go both ways, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Oh man! All right, yeah. I'm gonna go out with this little bizang and let everybody know. You said you thought AT2 was already out of the closet. I don't know, and I'm not trying to force him out the closet. I don't know. I don't know what his sexuality is. You know what I'm saying? Right. He ain't gotta say he swings that way. His body, damn. His body language, yeah. You talking about body or his body language? This guy. Yeah, but no, y'all, look. Here, I'm here to spit the real. You know what I'm saying? Just let everyone know that you're gonna come here for some real-ish. It ain't finna be for no fraudulent, no troll-ductivity. Because if all you have is troll-ductivity, that's what you got. That's all you can provide. Like I said, troll-ductivity is synonymous with counterproductivity. That's what we're calling it. When you wake up in the morning, you say, hey, am I going to be productive or am I going to be counterproductive? That should be, what it is. Of course, you thank God that you woke up, and if you already woke up, you should be in gratitude. But then, you have the choice to be productive or counterproductive. And, these certain individuals just wake up to choose violence. Yeah, I bet if he walk across the room, it'll be like, how cotton candy is made of sugar? That will be like the mist that comes behind him. He'll be switching, and it'll be like cotton candy mist. Like a sugary mist will follow him. Yeah, I didn't really roast them, and I'm not gonna roast them. I'm not gonna do too many roasts because, again, is it counterproductivity if I sit here and I clown y'all, or I clown, because I didn't clown Ralph, I didn't clown Too Strong or Marlena, like I clown clowns, and that's not counterproductivity. I'm kind of advertising. I'm promoting them to a degree, just like these trolls. They promote Jag. Every time they say her name, they promote, whether it's good or bad. They say her name, But yeah, Ralph the Wise and Donut are not getting along. They're not getting along. I think Donut. I think my guy, not Donut, but I think Ralph, my guy Ralph, is seeing the light, and he's like, he's cool on all the go listen to Magic's live, because he was going in. He basically was going in on their relationship, and I think it then hit a turn, and there's trouble in paradise, as they would say. So, and here's live footage of what happened to Ralph the Wise and Donut.
That's why we're going to give this one the one time only patty cake snap. Tell a friend. Tell a friend, child. Call a doctor. I think he needs mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
Hey, man, Man, what you doing, man?
Blaine? Blaine, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. What's up with you? What's those funny clothes about, man?
Blaine, your hat.
This ain't my hat, man. Get that little thing out of here. Yeah, let's finish this show, Tony.
Well, I don't know.
What's wrong with you, man?
Blaine, are you...
Yeah, I'm all right, man. What's up with you? Let's finish the show. Finish the show.
Okay. Finally, we come to that sly fox of a network and their show Married with Children.
Loved
Hated it.
What you talking about, hated it, man? That girl is fine. The blonde one with the blonde look like she hiding two midgets, man.
Blonde? Midget?
Coming on here looking like DJ Quick. God damn. DJ Quick is on this motherfucker. DJ Quick is in the motherfucking house. 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 Looking like DJ Quick.